This is a John Deere something or other. However, it's got a Craftsman hood, which does not belong on it. Let's see what kind of motor. It's a Kohler Command 13 horse motor, 38-inch deck. It does not run, but I don't think the motor's locked up. Anyway, first of all, this thing needs a wash job. So I'm going to get this thing washed down, bring it in the shop, and see what I can figure out what's wrong with it. I've got it all washed down and she's dried up. Take a little closer look at it. Kohler 13 horse. I can see right from the beginning it's packed up with some mouse nest. I'll need to take the cover off, clean that out. Everything else looks to be okay. Of course it needs a battery, which I got a battery sitting on the bench over there. Let's see, I've got the key for it. PTO for the deck. Alright, first of all, let's get this cover off and get that mouse nest cleaned out, because that's just going to overheat the motor if it runs. Let's see. Well, at least it's got an air filter on it. Oh yeah, you can see the rat's nest going on in there. That should be all of them. Oh yeah. Think there's a mouse nest in there? Bunch of feathers too. Alright, well I'll get that all cleaned out of there and bring it back. That's a little better. Got a battery put in it. Should have enough charge, I believe. Let's see if it's going to crank over. Key on. Starter seems to be stuck. Need to take the starter off, see what's going on with that. The starter off. Let's see. This thing was sticking up. Oh, well, it just came right off. Here's the base. That should be attached to that. It's been grinding away at it. So that's broke. Let's see. The spring should be in the top here. Yeah, there's the spring. And here's the, there it is. There's the top of this, which is supposed to be fixed onto that. So it looks like the pinion gear is what's broke. Have to get a new one of those or see if I can fix that one. Goddamn allergies. Alright. Otherwise the motor spins. Let me do some checking. Well, I've got another one, what's left of it. However, this one's broke apart also. But both pieces are metal. I'm just going to see if I can weld this together. Because this one is like molded rubber. So it's worth a try. I'm going to try welding these two, just weld them together and see if that works. Got her welded together. Let's give it a try. Alright, got her put back on here. Let's see what happens. If it's going to crank over or not. Well, it started to. Wonder if that spring inside here snapped or not. Well, spring's there. I'm going to try oiling it though. I need to get more of this stuff. Now it's back to doing what it was earlier. That's because the spring popped loose. Alright. I think it's this little clip came loose. That's what let it fly out of there. Try putting this one on. That's really loose. Putting this back on, so if it does, it'll catch it. Well, for some reason it keeps getting stuck. Maybe I need to put a washer underneath that so it doesn't go down quite as far. Maybe I put a washer underneath this so this doesn't go down as far. Maybe it won't get stuck down there like it is. Snap this on. Let's try it again. If this don't work, I'll just have to get a new one. I think that'll work as long as my battery keeps running. My battery is pretty much junk. Have to throw a charger on that, and then let's get the cover put back on here. Throw some gas in the carb, and let's see if it'll fire up and run. Alright. Get the cover back on there to make sure it's got oil before I try starting it. Yeah, looks pretty clean too. Good enough for what it is. Let's see what happens. Choke it. runs. It runs, doesn't want to idle. It's probably because they got some old gas. Let's see, there's a adjustment screw there, I could try it. But if I get off the seat switch kills it. But anyway, it runs. I might unhook or start it back up and unhook the battery cable. Or starter, charger thing. Take it out in the yard and see if it's going to mow. I can't do that because the seat switch is going to kill it. Let me see if I can bypass the seat switch. I know one way's on and one way's off. I'm thinking if I just unplug it. I'm going to try that. If that doesn't work, I'll have to jumper it. Chip the switch because now when I let the clutch out it dies. So there's another way of doing it where you can just push that plunger down and it will I'll figure this out. I got it out. It just turns and pops out of there. I'm going to take the switch out. And what I'm going to do is hold the plunger down, which is going to give it the same as like you're sitting on the seat. I'm going to drill a hole through there, put a piece of wire through. That's going to keep the plunger down so that it thinks that somebody's sitting on the seat all the time. Like that. And see, that holds the plunger down. Let me get some. Just like that. Put this back on there. It'll be ready to go. Let's get this put back in here. On this like so. Just like that. Plug this back in. Now it should stay running even if I'm not on the seat. Hopefully. Alright. Seems to run pretty good. It mows pretty good. I need to raise the wheels up so it can get lower to the ground. I had it on the lowest setting and it was still mowing kind of high, so I can raise these wheels up. But anyway, not bad for a free little John Deere. Get a regular hood for it instead of that Craftsman. Oh well. I just mowed the yard with it. Little Deere does a pretty good job. Not too bad for being free. Well, I just finished mowing the yard, as you can see. Still runs pretty good, it mows good. I did sharpen the blades. However, it still does not want to idle, so take the carb off here, clean out the jets. I bet you anything that's what the problem is, because otherwise it runs good and it mows. It just doesn't want to idle. So let's get the carb off and clean it out. Oops. Smack the camera around. Good from there. That hose is cracked. I need to replace that. Let's see, I think this is a 10 mil. Yep. Another one back here. Air cleaner housing. Add the carburetor. Let's see. Need to get the gas line off. Choke rod. And the throttle rod. That's got some dirt. There we go. Let's get to the bench and clean it up. Alrighty, I think that's nope, not a 9. Half inch. It's not too bad. I've seen worse. So Looks pretty good. Needle looks good. Not bad. We'll get her cleaned up. Slap her directly together. Carb's all clean right together. Let's get it put on. Alright, since I don't have another gasket to replace this one, I'm just using some of this stuff. It's fuel resistant. Really good stuff. This will just help seal it up a little more. Get it lined up. Fuel line put back on. Try to clean it. And we'll get the housing put back. That looks good. I can replace that hose with it on here. Don't have to be super tight, but tight enough to hold it. Alright, let's start it up and see what it does. Alrighty, let's give it a try. Okay, that fixed that. Now all I need to do is find a hood for it. This would be a good little mower, even without a hood. You could always put that back on there, but oh well. It is what it is.